Welcome to Pareto Code. Welcome to episode 1 of Pareto Code. In our introduction, I promised that we would learn to code smarter by focusing on the vital 20% of concepts that give you 80% of the results. Well, today that journey begins, and it begins with a huge step. You are going to write your first real working Java program from scratch. By the end of this video, you will understand the two most powerful building blocks in all of programming. First, how to store information, and second, how to display it. Forget the confusing theory. We're going to get straight to the practical skills. Let's open up our editors and write some code. Alright, the first thing we need to know is that every Java program has a basic structure, a sort of starting template. Think of it like the frame of a house. We need it there before we can put anything inside. It looks like this. Now, you're probably looking at words like public, static, and void and feeling a little intimidated. Here's the Pareto Code promise. For now, you don't need to memorize what every single word means. All you need to know is that this is our starting template, and our code, the fun stuff, will always go inside these two curly braces right here. We'll break down the why in a later video. Today, we focus on the how. If we run this code right now, you can see it does absolutely nothing. Let's change that. Okay, let's make our program do something. The most fundamental action in all of programming is displaying a message. In Java, the command for that is system.out.println. Let's tell our program to print the classic phrase, "Hello world." Let's break that down. The command is system.out.println. The text we want to print goes inside the parentheses, wrapped in double quotes. And finally, see this semicolon at the end? The semicolon in Java is like a period at the end of a sentence. It tells the computer, this command is finished. Now for the big moment. Let's run the code. And just like that, you're a programmer. You have given the computer a specific instruction, and it listened. That is incredible, and it's the foundation for everything we're going to do. Printing the same text every time is cool, but real programs work with information that changes. For that, we need to store our data in containers called variables. Think of a variable like a labeled box that you can put information into. In programming, we have to tell the computer what type of information we're storing. For today, we only need to know 3 essential types. First, for text, we use string. Here, we're creating a box of type string, labeling it name, and putting the text Alex inside it. Next, for whole numbers, we use int, which is short for integer. And finally, for numbers with decimals, we use double. Notice the pattern? It's always data type, variable name, and equal sign, and then the value, followed by our semicolon. This is how we store almost any piece of information. So now we have our data stored in variables. How do we use it? This is where the magic happens. We can modify our print statement to display the information from our boxes. First, let's try printing just the name. We just put the variable name inside the parentheses with no quotes. Perfect. But the real power comes when we combine text and variables. We can do that using a plus sign plus. This is called concatenation. Let's build a full sentence. Let's run this one more time. Look at that. Our output is now dynamic. If you go back and change the value in the name variable and run it again, the A output will change automatically. This is the core of all programming, and that's it. In just a few minutes, you have learned how to set up a Java program, print any message you want to the console, and store and retrieve information using variables. This is the foundation you will use in everything you will do from now on. Now you have a mission. I want you to practice this. Your challenge is to create a new program that stores the title of your favorite movie and the year it was released, and then prints it out in a single complete sentence. Let me know what movie you chose in the comments below. If you enjoyed this straight-to-the-point lesson, make sure you subscribe to Pareto Code. In our next video, we're going to take this a huge step further and learn how to get input from the user to make our programs truly interactive. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.